Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It is that time. It is tarot time with Cindy. We're going to do a general collective reading. We're going to look at your energy, your friend's energy, and your foe's energy. Now, I'm going to put this out there that I am specifically asking for like individuals in your life, but sometimes it can come across, we can be our own worst enemy some days, and we can also be our best friend. So, and well, be open to this reading and however it's going to play out. If you feel that these are aspects of yourself, then allow that to be read that way. But I am reading it with the intent that these are separate individuals. So let's get started. So we're going to start with the wisdom of the House of Night. And we're going to ask, what's your energy? What are your motives? And what are your motives directed towards? We're going to ask that of both yourself, your friend, and ye foe. So let's get right on into it, my friends. You are listening, okay? Your energy is listening. Your motives are something forbidden here. So you're paying attention. What are your motives directed towards? Ooh, a risk. Your energy is pretty interesting. Okay, your friend's energy is belonging. So that's interesting. Your friend belongs somewhere. Your friend is finding something, or your friend is trying to find a place to belong. Your friend's motives, chaos. It kind of feels like that actually feels like coming out of a storm and finding shelter out of a storm. Your friend's energy. Or are they trying to create chaos? Well, let's see where that goes. What are your friend's motives directed towards? The fledgling. Some sort of a new beginning here. So your friend is creating chaos for a new beginning. That's interesting. Okay. Your foe is wishing. Your foe is wishing. What are the foe's motives? Beauty. And what are the foe's motives directed towards? Interesting. Loyalty. Now I think your friend seems more your foe seems more balanced than your friend, but who knows? We have to pull out tarot. Focus movement. Oh, that's so, oh my God, very heavy Sagittarius energy in this, with the archer and the horse. Holy cow, very strong. So focusing on movement, exactly where you're going. Focusing on where you're going. You know where you're going, and how do you get there? Well, your motives are forbidden. That's interesting, and you're paying attention. This listening card, I want to say we could hear something we've heard before, but we could be actually receiving it in a different way. And it's almost as if you're open. You're open to information, or you're paying very close attention, possibly also to the words that people are saying around you. And is it like, how do I get in there? So your vibe is really interesting, because I'm getting like sort of this scene playing out in my mind's eye here of someone who's trying to get into a facility, or trying to get into a space, or trying to open up a cycle here. And you don't have the key to that door, or you've been told that you can't go in there. You can't go in there, you can't go down there. But you're kind of like, there's other people that you see going in and out of the door. That's how this feels. And you're kind of like standing off on the side and, acting like you're not listening, but you are listening. Maybe there's a passcode. Maybe there's a secret knock. Like, you're really paying attention here. And it's right, your motives are focused on something that is inaccessible to you. You're not supposed to go there. So you're trying to listen. I don't know. You're trying to listen. Why? Because your motives are directed towards a risk. It would be a risk to go into the forbidden area. There's a risk associated with that. So is this risk worth making? Does this risk endanger you? Or is this a risk that, well, I would feel really silly if I fell down, and I get myself back up, but it would be okay? Or, you know, if you fell down, you would go off a cliff and it's 50 feet down. That's bad risk. So this is your energy. It's really intriguing, to be honest. Actually, this card has not come out in a while. I don't think did it come out at all last week when I was using this deck? I don't know. It might have come out for an extended, but I don't know. It's very vague here. Okay, so listening. This is your energy. Drawing the symbol indicates that you are meant to listen to what others are saying with their gestures. Oh, rather than their words. So it's almost like you're standing off to the side and you're looking at what are they doing? How are they? Is there a secret knock? How are they getting into this forbidden area? In my house of night, there will be a beautiful girl with skin the color of dark honey who has the gift of poetry. She is able to weave tales with great detail and expression, yet without being obvious or straightforward. Reading between the lines and finding true meaning are what are required right now. Listen and learn. What others don't say is what is important at this moment. So take that into account. What others don't say is what is important. So what are they saying? It's like, okay, well, they said this, that, and the other. But what did they not say? I don't know. I don't know how that would relate to the door of forbidden. I'm going to read you forbidden because it really is. It's like, just a second here. Your motives. As your goddess, I am sending you this warning. You are about to enter into a situation that will not be easy and could cause you or others pain. Not all doorways are meant to be opened. Not all relationships are good for you. Not all love is expressed, and not all desires are realized. Right now, I am saying no to you. Oh, but that's what your motives are, what you're being told no. The symbol for forbidden also reminds you that, although you may feel pain when someone rejects you, this is one of my ways of protecting you. I may whisper in someone's ear to stay away. It is for the best, even if you don't believe it right now. This is a symbol to move on and choose another path. Oh, that's interesting. But you have the risk. So, because this is your energy too, like maybe somebody is saying something, but their body language is saying another thing. Because when the words aren't coming out, the body is still speaking. So you're trying to understand someone. Because they're not telling you something directly. But maybe their body language is telling you, no. And you're like, well, could the body language mean this? Could it mean something else? So it's almost as if you feel like you're left guessing about something. Your motives are directed to risk. And the motives is forbidden. You could be testing some boundaries here. You could be trying to figure out if this is legitimate. Like, is it really a big risk here for me? Why am I being told no? My child, you have come to a place where you're being asked to take a risk and try something new and different. So new is also like this forbidden path is also kind of like saying, it reminds me of the dead end card in the wild unknown archetype. Is like you may have thought you were going down a certain path, but you've hit a door that you cannot open. Like you can't open this door, but there are many paths open to you. So sometimes too, we can be drawn to things that we're not allowed to have, or that we believe, well, maybe for not for our own good, right? Like it's like, I want that because I'm being told I can't have it. Rather than worry about how things will turn out, this is what your motives are directed towards. Why not take the leap of faith? See? It's almost like you want to see if you can push down that door, what would really happen. No matter what happens, something important will be experienced. This is a sign that you can prove something to yourself. And when you accomplish it, you will be proud that you did. Another meaning here is to ask yourself about your next action. Is it worth the risk you are taking? If the answer is no, don't do it. If yes, I will give you wings to fly and will catch you if you fall. This symbol also brings a gentle warning. Your risk shouldn't be motivated by boredom. This is a symbol of consequences as well as courage. Oh, you guys are really at a very interesting empath. Yeah. Why is it sounding like empath? I can't get that out of my head. Anyways. Okay. Your friend is your energy of belonging. So this, I might look at the fledgling in the book, but belonging really talks about a place, obviously, where we belong. It could be, maybe they found a place that they belong. Curious. Because like there's a door here, and you could associate that with a building, and there's a building. It's almost like your friend possibly has gone into a building and you can't get in there. Why? So what motivates the friend? Because so the friend is finding a place, or perhaps found a place where they belong. There's often stability associated with this energy, predictability, safety, security. Right? And their motives are chaos, but it doesn't feel like they're necessarily trying to cause chaos. So that's why we need the tarot. We're going to get into that, but I just wanted to look at these cards a little more on their own before we start getting into the tarot. So this is really giving me the impression that your friend has come out of a storm, or your friend has sought some sort of shelter from a storm. And their motives are directed towards the fledgling. See, that's the thing here, that it's kind of like learning to spread your wings in a new beginning. So there's something going on here about their motives towards a new beginning. It's also card number 1 in this deck. It's odd. It's almost like it's giving me this vibe like your friend has gone down a path here, or entered a cycle that feels like you can't access it. But there's also a necessity on the friend's part, I feel, to do this because of this chaos card. So fledgling, this is what motivates them. No, this is what their directions are. This is where they direct their motive towards. Dear one, when you receive the symbol of the fledgling, know that you are blessed with a time of learning new things. This is a time for you to remember that you cannot know things until you experience them. So that's interesting. And chaos. Chaos is here for their motives. Don't expect yourself... Oh yeah, being in this evolving state means you may stumble a bit. Don't expect yourself to be perfect. Now is the time for being gentle with yourself as you step into your destiny to become the person you are meant to be. When the fledgling appears to you, it is a sign of new growth and wonderful new opportunities. Step forward with curiosity and a willingness to learn and discover. Okay. There could even be, your friend could even be in this energy could be like step into the storm a little bit here. Step into the storm. Come out of shelter and step into the storm. Either they're trying to seek shelter from a storm to perhaps seed or solidify a new beginning for themselves, or they are being guided to step out of some sort of predictable stability into the chaos of change. So your foe is wishing beauty. They're wishing for something. It's almost like they're at a wishing well. I feel like when we're wishing for something, it's something that we would like that we don't see how we can attain it. Otherwise, why would I wish for something if I know if I have to do X, Y, and Z, go and do it? I'm just going to go and do it and get it, right? So it's almost like your foe's energy is focused on something that they feel like is unattainable to them, and the only thing they can really do is wish. And whatever that could be, right? So, but their motives are beauty and loyalty. Loyalty is what directs this. Beauty. Every rose has its thorns. This is the motives. And the symbol of beauty reminds you that beauty is never perfect, just as the beautiful experiences you have will not be perfect forever. When you revel in the beauty that is true, you can look at yourself in the mirror and realize that you are already perfect as you are. Wow. There's something about the foe's energy that feels like it's very self-reflective, and maybe even thinking about days gone by and wishing for better days moving forward. When you choose this symbol, it is a sign that beauty is all around you. Keep a positive attitude. Expect wonderful things and they will come to you. See yourself as beautiful and know that beauty is not skin deep. It includes qualities that lie well beneath the surface. Look for this truer beauty in others as well, and always look beyond appearances. Okay, so your foe here is perhaps trying to understand what true beauty is. Like, there might be things that present themselves to your foe or that have seemed quite beautiful and wonderful and have turned into like pain and disillusion. loyalty is the motive, right? Because we would really all want to attach our loyalty to things that truly are beautiful, not things that are just like temporary beautiful, but then can turn quite sour and yucky. So this is a very intricate and dynamic reading for all three of you, perhaps all three of yourselves if you are. So, okay, you're listening. Paying attention to the things that haven't been said. It's kind of like, did somebody draw a boundary here, or did someone not draw a boundary? Like just with your cards, listening and forbidden. Your motives. Why can't I go there? I'm getting this, like, it's almost like I'm seeing myself as a child and standing in front of an adult and wanting to open the door and go see what's in there. And then the adults say, no, you can't go there. Or they're just not saying anything at all. Like, it's weird. It's like, well, are they just standing in my way for the sake of it? Or is there something else going on behind that door? Like, it's a very curious energy that you have. So you're listening. You could be listening to your guides, trying to understand, like, what? Why is this door closed? Six of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Four of Cups, Ace of Swords, and Karma. Ooh. Karma is judgment in this deck. So you are listening. Something is going, okay, it feels like there's, how do I say this? Like I'm reading your energy right now, but I feel like you're listening in the way that you are, because it's almost like you feel like you've missed something here. And because, did you miss it? Was there an equal give and take here that you were missing an opportunity on? Or is there a breadcrumb trail? Like, is this, it's almost like there's an unanswered question for you in some area of your life, and you're trying to determine if you're just kind of being breadcrumbed in some aspect, or if there's a legitimate reason that you don't have all the answers. There's also, like, it's as if your energy is also contemplating the aspect of karma here. Like, how dangerous is it to push this door open? Is this really a forbidden place? If it truly is a forbidden place, right? And it talks about consequences. Did both the forbidden and risk, or one of them did? Talks about consequences here. There could be like a financial consequence here, but there could also be a new beginning. You're really paying attention. And I want to say you may even be like categorizing things in your life. Okay, this I know. I know this for a fact, and this I don't. And then you could be weighing these against each other. It could even be a suggestion here. So that's interesting. You're really, what is this forbidden? I'm so curious. What is this forbidden? Oh. The Two of Cups, the Strength card, the Page of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. Wow. It's almost like if you find, okay, this forbidden place, there's some sort of equal feelings in this space. There's some sort of equality in there. But I want to say it feels like something that would be short-lived, like there would be a consequence here because it ends in the Ten of Swords. It's, okay, this forbidden, it's either outright forbidden and no, you can't go down there ever, ever, or it's dependent on some sort of timeline for you. So I'm saying that because it, like, I'm kind of getting this vibe of You know, you could get a short-term gain going down this path, trying to explore something that is being told to you that is off limits. The long term, like, it could be detrimental. They're very detrimental to you. There's also something that you could find out behind this door that would really change how you saw yourself. And it would be painful. Like, I don't know. This forbidden is a painful place. All right, your motives though, how risky? I'm going to tell you, it looks like it's kind of risky. So, the risk. This is what motivates you, or what your motives are directed towards is this risk. The Chariot. Oh, the Eight of Swords. And the Three of Pentacles. It's almost like you can't see what's going on in there. You don't know. You don't know why it's a risk. There's something here too that also feels like you're maybe even playing conversations, right? With the listening card, you're playing conversations back in your head. Did this person say this? Or did they say that? Like, you know, it could be something as simple as maybe you did an interview for a job and they said, please don't call us, we will call you. Okay, right? And you left the interview, you heard that. At the time, you may have had a lot going through your head, a lot that you were thinking about, because, you know, you'd just been through quite a lengthy conversation back and forth with other people. And you kind of come out of that space and, you know, you're waiting and waiting and waiting. Like, well, I haven't heard back from them and they said that they would get back for me. Am I taking a chance here if I call them back? Right? Like, you're assessing. You are definitely in a very strong assessing energy. Is it safe to do this, right? With the Chariot and the Eight of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, is there something that I can build in there? The Eight of Swords, you can't. There is definitely something that you're not being shown. And I'm going to tell you that from these cards, I don't think you should push on or knock on that door. Okay? So, your friend has the belonging card. Now, it's weird. It's almost like they belong on the other side of the door. They're allowed to go there. The Two of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Wands, the Knight of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. Man. This person's had to fight for something. Well, they have the fight to belong. Like, you and your friend may not even be dealing with the same thing, like, right? I don't know, Spirit could just bring the cards through and just show you, this is you, this is your friend, this is your foe. That's what you asked for, that's what you're getting. They don't necessarily have to have anything to do with the same storyline, but it's a possibility. What does this, because, okay. This friend has had to fight for something. And I want to say may even fight like some sort of internal battle here. Or really trust their intuition. They don't know. With the Two of Swords, they didn't have all the answers to a question either. But then something did change for them with the Wheel of Fortune. But the Five of Wands and the Knight of Wands, this is like, you better get in the ring and fight for it. And they did. Or they are. Is it fighting for love? That's what's really interesting. Fighting for maybe even... Okay, with the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Cups, I'm even getting like some type of an energy, like a higher philosophical type of spiritual knowing, like intuition with the Queen of Wands. And this Knight of Wands is, it could be mental or even physical exploration here. So whatever the friend's gone through with this belonging, it's an energy of, you better stand up and fight for this now. So I just want to look at that. 41. My dear one, I know you have been searching your whole life for a sense of belonging, a feeling of home and acceptance. Come and enter the house of night, for when you choose this symbol, you have joined us in this community of beautiful friendship and secrets only shared and known among my chosen ones. You are chosen to belong. The symbol also tells you that you are in the right place now. You are home. Be at home inside yourself. Learn to be comfortable in your own skin. When you choose the symbol, know that I, Nyx, goddess of night, have chosen you. So that's interesting. Oh my God. It's kind of coming across like you are not allowed to go down here right now. And there is a risk to you doing it. The friend, it does feel like they've entered a space that you can't. I am going to ask why. The friend has entered a space that you cannot. There's a specific reason for it. And it says chosen one. The Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Wands and the Knight of Wands, that feels like the victor, like the one who's chosen here, the one who came out on top. Okay, chaos is the motive. Let me see how they approach this chaos. Like, is this dismantling chaos? Is it creating chaos? It's preventing chaos. Interesting. This is crazy. The Nine of Wands came out and it landed on your forbidden door. It's almost like if you enter that door, it could create chaos. Wow. I am so curious what, like, the details and the specifics of your situation could be if you're resonating with this. It is so interesting. So as always, please tell me in the comments, like, yeah, satisfy my curiosity. Oh my God. Oh, always in the collectives. Isn't that crazy? My third eye is doing that. Actually, it wasn't so much of a twitch, but it was almost like a tightening. Muscles, I don't know if it was a muscle spasm. Isn't that hilarious? I totally forget about it until it happens in a collective. Okay, well, here we are. Okay, the Nine of Wands and the Five of Cups. It's okay, whatever's going on. I do feel like that there's some sort of situation here where you and a friend are not allowed. It's almost like your friend was allowed to go down a path and now you can't. And it's like, what the actual fuck is going on here? The friend is definitely, I want to say, if anything, they might be trying to keep this forbidden door closed. Whether they're doing that consciously or subconsciously. It's better to be disappointed. It's almost like there is disappointment in doing this. Maybe even feeling like, I wish my friend was here. I wish my friend could be here. Now, if they've gone into a space and it's almost like they've energetically closed off a door, it was because there's a storm outside. So you're trying to assess the risk. Should open the door. It's kind of like there could be a whole bunch of zombies behind you and you don't even know it. It's like, come on, open the door. What the hell's the problem? They're like looking through the people going, oh, fuck, do you think a friend would open the door and risk it? But I don't know. I don't know what this is. So the fledgling, that's what your friend's motives are directed towards. The fledgling. Protecting, now I want to say that. Just answered my question. Spirit just answered my question. If I had a child behind the door with me and I had an adult friend and zombies were coming, I would not risk the child. I'm like, you better fucking run, my friend. Because, like, right, I don't know, it's just like, even if it wasn't my own child, well, if it was my own child on the other side of the door, now I'm getting into this really, like, moralistic, like, now what do I do? What do we do? But honestly, like, if there was, to risk a child, like the fledgling, that's what feels so powerful here. It's, I can't risk the child. I can't let the child into the storm. Whatever's going on here, I really feel like your friend has the right motives and moral choice because it's the fledgling and it's a little baby bird. It's something here that would not do well in the chaos and the storm. There could be like, it could be inner, it's almost like it got silent. It just really got silent. It's weird when I do readings. A lot of times I almost hear like, it's not necessarily your voices, it's your energy. Almost as if you're really engaged or focused, and then everything just gets calm sometimes in reading, and that just happened here. And the fledgling, right? Protecting the fledgling from the storm. Yeah, let's look at this fledgling. Oh, I was going to say, wouldn't it be funny if a page came out? The Page of Pentacles is here with the Forbidden Door. And the Ten of Swords. I wasn't sure why the page was there. And I thought, well, if there's something very, very specific, it'll come. And it just did. Because if you open this door, it's going to open a shitstorm on the fledgling. What's this over here? The Nine of Swords. I don't feel like I finished shuffling that. The Nine of Swords, the King of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. Okay, is this like, right, it's like protecting the fledgling. Your friend is protecting, it's there, I'm telling you, and it's just like in my own head. Oh, my friend is out there, but there's a child here. You're an adult. There's a little kid. The zombies will get us. You know how to run. You better run. It's like I feel like I'm standing on that side of the door, right? And it is. It's like a lot of anxiety here. Like somebody is making a really difficult decision to keep the door closed. It's not easy. It's like causes sleepless nights. It's like, oh my God. I hope this... It's almost like looking at this kid sleeping and going, you know what, kid? Hope you grow up to be something good. I'm really working hard here to protect you. And now this could be an idea. This could be someone's inner child. It just comes across to me as something that is not capable of looking after itself. It's only just learning how to fly, and you can't put it in a storm right now. Okay, so that's your friend's energy. Well then, let's get over to the foe. Well, the foe seems pretty quiet. The foe seems like pretty quiet compared to your energies. The foe's energy is wishing. Now, you know, I could see like, because what did I say? Wishing is, well, I'm going to do this because I can't see the actions that I can take to make this happen. Right? Like how I explained that early on. It was like, well, why would I waste my time wishing for something if I knew if I did X, Y, and Z, that would get me the result or the achievement or whatever. I'm just going to go do X, Y, and Z. Or at least, well, that's what I would do. So wishing, but see, it's like the door is something that you can't get into. You can't. So what would you do? It's like, well, I can't, so I would wish. Wish that I get into the door. Wishing. It could. So this could be you, and this energy is not good for you, but it could be somebody else. So I'm just putting that out there because I could see that obvious. It's very obvious as the reader in this situation, but I'm still going to read it at this point moving forward as somebody else. So your foe is wishing. What are they wishing for? The Six of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Devil. Your foe? Well, that's interesting because we have beauty here. What motivates them? Beauty. The Queen of Wands is described as the most beautiful. But it's devil. Devil is in there. The devil is in that. Your foe is wishing for something beautiful and devilish. Your foe could be basing a wish more on an unhealthy desire than anything else. Could be lust. Maybe, okay, desire, right, it doesn't have to just be sexual, but there's like this door here. And it's like, I'm not going to push it, I'm going to ring the bell, right? No. My desire is to go on the other side of the door, or is to know why. Why is the space forbidden? What's going on here? because there's a storm and you can't let the little bird out. Or you can't let the storm come in where the little bird is. Now, it's also interesting because the King of Wands is down here with the fledgling. And the foe is wishing and moving. Because the Six of Swords going towards the Queen of Wands and the shadow, the devil. It could even have something to do with wishing like a bad outcome for someone else. Right? It's not good, whatever it is with the shadow side, the devil. So the foe's motives are beauty. The Five of Pentacles and the Emperor. Oh. No. Okay, the foe here wants something. Something to tie themselves to is how I would describe it. Something to tie themselves to. The foe might even, this could be someone who, how do I describe this? Who wants maybe even a partner. A partner based more on physical appearance and possibly status or finances. So something that looks, it literally is, like it's something that looks really pretty on the outside, but it's definitely not so pretty on the inside with the devil. And the motives though, Five of Pentacles to the Emperor. I want to say, okay, your foe could be trying to look really, really good because they're having a financial problem and they want to score something here. I'm not sure how this ties into anything that you have going on, but yeah. That's very clear here. Somebody is either trying to be like, I don't know, they might be dressing extra fancy, they might be, what they're doing. They're trying to use, I want to say beauty, they're going to use their own beauty as a motivational force to acquire, it's an emperor. Why? Five of Pentacles, Emperor. Why? Is it a poor emperor? I don't think so. I'm guessing that this person is like financially struggling. So they want, you know what I'm saying? Like want like a sugar daddy, a sugar mama. And what are their motives directed towards is loyalty. They want someone to be loyal to them. You know, I have to. I really want to look at that now. 33. I want to get every nuance, squeeze every little bit of information out of this one. So you have, not you, right, the foe, have chosen a symbol of loyalty, and this means you are being called to stand up for who and what you believe in. Do you know the story of a beautiful red vampire who saw the good in another and remained steadfast in her love against all odds? Loyalty is tested at times, and you may be asked to assess whether others deserve your loyalty. Sometimes you find yourself in a position where it is difficult to speak up for another person, a cause, or even for yourself. Now is the time to be faithful to your best qualities and to leave the rest behind. This is a true test of character. I know you will choose rightly, stand up for what you believe, and be loyal only to what is true and good. I think they want someone to attach loyalty to them. That's kind of what I feel here. So let's see what comes out. I feel like the foe, their motives are directed towards getting someone to attach loyalty to them. The high priest or the Hierophant, the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands. Yeah. Okay, this is giving me the vibe of someone who is wanting, it's weird, it's almost like too like someone who wants to be more attractive. That was the Queen of Pentacles was sticking her head out there. Someone who, I would say yes, this person wants that. This person is wishing for that. There's somebody here is wishing for someone to have a problem. That's the other thing. So your foe is, it's almost like your foe is wishing for something for themselves, but then in the same boat, it's like, well, I hope everything turns out good for me, and I hope that person has a shitty life. Like something like that. It's coming across here with the foe as well. They definitely want... It could even be this foe, so I don't know how that connects to you, but this foe could be centered even possibly on an ex here and wanting to like rekindle something, but they want this, they want it codependent, baby. They really want something to be codependent here, and they want loyalty in that. Yeah. The high priest is at the bottom, or the high priestess is at the bottom. Whoa, wait a second. What is this focus movement? Let's just look at that. Focus and movement. Wow, the 9 of Cups hit focus. Nice. And movement. The 4 of Pentacles. Not moving. Well, I want to say this is giving me a vibe of I know what it is that I want and I'm not budging. That could be you. It could be your friend. It could be your foe. I know what I want. I know what my wish is. And I ain't deviating from it. So, that was that. I'm going to go do the extended. In the extended, I'm going to ask, what's the unexpected coming towards you? What is the unexpected coming towards your friend? And what is the unexpected coming towards your foe? Thank you so much, everybody. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.